There is trouble brewing in the broad-based government. And if this trouble is not handled in good time and properly, it can cause a serious division in the broad-based team. One leader from Luo Nyanza who has been very vocal in his support for Ruto, that has been Opondo Kaluma, Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament. Kaluma is a non-vocal supporter of President William Samoei Ruto. And that has earned Kaluma some nicknames from some of broad-based critics. They have called Kaluma all sorts of names. When you see Kaluma complain, then just know there is trouble in the broad-based government. And this trouble can only be solved by none other than President William Samoei Ruto. I want us to listen to Kaluma, for his sentiments are going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. Listen to this.
For the independent candidate. We are campaigning for the independent candidate. It is confusing our people. Yesterday, Governor Obado came all the way from Migori. And he was campaigning with Aroko. And he was campaigning in KASIPUL. And it is in KASIPUL where our daughter Sharon was also killed. In Kodera Forest near Dolde. So he's campaigning there. They are intimidating our people. The other day, another person was also there. Odoyo Wede is campaigning abusing us. And yet we are in broad-based government under President Ruto. That one has not gone. Just as we are seated here, former governor for Kidero, Evans Kidero, has just left Aroko's home. What picture are they giving our people? Senator, you know very well the candidate, our candidate is facing in Oyugis, in KASIPUL, is a suspect in the murder of Charles Omondowere. The presence of those people together being murder suspects is intimidating our people. But the big problem is that we cannot be in broad-based government together. And then the UDA team is campaigning for the opponent of the ODM team. Man, open the broad-based government. So we need you, Senator Aaron Cheriot, to tell the UDA team, to tell the president to rain on those people. They are intimidating our people. The other day they went to the home of Charles Omondowere. They fired very many gunshots. And remember, Charles Omondowere was killed like an animal in Nairobi. When you go to that family again and you are shooting up to 26 bullets, you are intimidating the people. You are manipulating the election. We are going to win that election. But we want peace in Nairobi. And we feel very bad, Senator. President Ruto, we feel very bad.
When you hear Kaluma speak, don't be lied to by anybody. Kaluma is ODM's mainstream. When he speaks, Gladys Wanga speaks, and by a larger extension, Oburu Odinga might also be listening, if not speaking. So Kaluma speaks the inner mind of the ODM party. Kaluma has never been in any way sympathetic to the opposition or sympathetic to Rigathi Gachagua and his team. This is a person who has been a strong supporter of William Samoei Ruto. And from his remarks, he's even mentioning names of non-William Ruto's allies, people such as Kidero, Governor Obado, Owidi, a very known critic of ODM and a known supporter of Ruto. These individuals are campaigning for ODM's political opponents. Yesterday, We also saw Homa Bay Deputy Governor Magwanga also endorsing Philip Aroko. We know that Boyd Were, his nomination was handed to him even before Raila Amolo Odinga's death. There were ODM primaries in KASIPUL Kabondo where Boyd Were emerged the winner. He was given that ticket even before Raila Amolo Odinga's death. Yesterday we saw Homa Bay Deputy Governor going to KASIPUL to campaign for Philip Aroko. And not only the Deputy Governor, but also Owidi, a non-ODM's critic, was also in KASIPUL campaigning for ODM's opponent. Let's listen to this before we continue.
Wanga has made the best step that he delayed to make, because he has to make a choice on who is the best candidate for KASIPUL. He has not betrayed ODM party. It is ODM party that betrayed Magwanga, because when we were going for the nomination of the ODM candidate, they decided to sidestep Magwanga and rig the election in favor of a candidate that Magwanga did not support. If there was a free and fair election, I am very certain Magwanga would have supported that candidate. Magwanga is more ODM than Gladys Wanga. And I must also tell you that the candidate that Magwanga has chosen to support now is a member of the broad-based government. There's nobody who is saying broad-based government must only be ODM and UDA. Anybody willing to support the government is part of the broad-based government.
The decision that our DG has taken, I think it's a good decision. Each and everyone has got a right to support any candidate he or he feels is good. First, I think I can support him too. We are not supposed to be told a person to support. And DG is from ODM, and Aroko is from Independent. I think we are looking for a good leadership. We are not looking for party, and we have come out, and we are so happy as the residents of KASIPUL about the decision made by the DG. So we are also supporting him, and we are supporting Aroko.
Magwanga has taken a good decision this time round, because many used to be carried their hands, but this time round it is the people to make a decision. We are not going to lift anybody like a robot. We want you to perform your duty as guaranteed in the Constitution. Even if they impeach Oyugi Magwanga is a leader of good integrity, and I know the people of Homa Bay County come 2027 will be behind Oyugi Magwanga.
Oyugi Magwanga is a resident of KASIPUL constituency. So when it comes to constituency level, that is KASIPUL, Oyugi is our bull, actually, political bull for KASIPUL. So in our own mind and in our own decision, Oyugi Magwanga has done the best for us. Actually, we're waiting for that. That's what we have been waiting for all along. For Oyugi Magwanga, if he's impeached, I tell you he's going to be the governor. The political mileage he's going to get from that is undisputed, because his decision is the majority decision, according to us.
Yes. Those are non-William Ruto's allies, people such as Philip Owidi. I don't know what came into Magwanga to a point that he's now supporting an ODM's opponent. I've also listened to Owidi. He seems to be suggesting that there were no proper nominations. There were no consultations. What consultations did Owidi want? If the people had a chance of electing their favorite leaders at the primaries, and Boyd Were emerged the winner. Moreover, Owidi is not an ODM member. He has been ODM's long-time critic. Things are not boiling nicely. There seems to be trouble. William Ruto has got a very good chance of winning 2027. But this chance can easily be blown off maybe in the last minute. Ruto must and should be told that is currently enjoying the support is enjoying courtesy to ODM party support. If today ODM party withdraws that support, Ruto should not think he'll still have the same support. That support is largely contributed by the fact that ODM supports him. I think that's something William Ruto should and must be told. What should ODM party now do going forward? Politics is always about interests. Betrayal is something common and constant in politics. Politics is not a church business. For William Ruto not to betray ODM party in 2027, the party should now call for NDC. Let the party identify its 2027 presidential candidate. And looking at ODM's constitution, the party leader is the automatic presidential candidate. Currently, the party leader is Oburu Odinga. Let ODM call for its NDC. Let its members start campaigning for Oburu Odinga's 2027 presidential bid. That will stop some ODM members from campaigning 2 terms. There is no official deal between ODM party and William Samoei Ruto. But already we are seeing some ODM members and leaders saying 2 terms. I know they are saying that because ODM has not yet identified its 2027 presidential candidate. Let the party identify that candidate, announce that candidate to Kenyans, and let the party start campaigning for that candidate. That will also help ODM party in solidifying its support bases across the country. And then maybe come 2027, they can sit at a negotiating table with Ruto and they can agree. Or better, if they can negotiate the deal now, where they go about talking of 2 terms, and William Ruto's team also talking of ODM candidates as Ruto's 2027 running mate, so be it. Because there was also Kumi Yangu, Kumi ya Ruto. And that can also explain why Ruto is the president today. So if ODM leaders must sing 2 terms, let Ruto and his team also sing ODM's candidate as Ruto's running mate in 2027. That's the only way out, ladies and gentlemen. But still, Ruto has got a very high chance of winning 2027 if he plays his cards very, very well. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.